when we talk about web design standards, we usually think about all of this stuff, right? HTML, CSS, graphics, mobile, privacy, etc., etc., etc. And it's basically a jungle out there, right? If we try to discuss all of this, then I guess we'll have to like had, what, 3 days just to talk about this stuff. So we chose to talk about accessibility, which is the most neglected part of web design. All right, so the inventor of the World Wide Web said the power of the web is in its universality. Did I pronounce it right? Universality. Access by everyone, regardless of disability, is an essential aspect. I have a friend, his name is Glenn, and he couldn't see much. Like, when you meet, he wouldn't even greet you because he's not sure who you are. He barely sees you. It's just like a blur. He does present, he talks, he's a good SEO guy, and he's a power user when it comes to accessibility, right? He needs to use that. So when websites don't support stuff for the disabled people or the, not necessarily blind or the deaf, then he won't be able to use that. So accessibility has to be, number one, we have to talk about it being perceivable, it has to be operable, it has to be understandable, and of course, robust. So we're just going to go through all this 4 stuff right now. Okay, let's talk about being perceivable. Okay, provide text alternatives for any non-text content. Who among you guys have graphics in their websites? Come on, just a few, like 5? What about the others? It's like all text? Seriously? All right, video, audio, right? So when we talk about graphics, always make sure to have the alt attribute in your images, all right? It's not just for SEO, it's also for the people who cannot see well, right? They cannot identify what kind of graphic that is. Then in terms of videos and audios, please make sure to have a PDF or a text version of it, okay? Provide a transcript. Make it downloadable. More and more internet marketers are actually going down this route because they realize that it's also good for SEO, right? If you have a video, Google basically can't understand what's in it, right? But if you provide a transcript for that, then it's also going to be good for SEO. So it's not just for the visually and hearing impaired, it's also good for you. What else? Provide alternatives for time-based media. What are we talking about? Who among you guys have videos on their websites? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I see people like, yeah, I think I have a video on my website.